Richard Grimes. Good to see you, Richard. Happy 2024. Happy January. Happy Saturday. Yeah. What are you up to this Saturday evening? For me, I've had a rather busy day. Went for a wee walk. Did a live for an hour. Came back. Went for cleaning the rubbish out of the field. Been there left by a group of Belgians. Dirty bastards. 2 black sacks of beer cans and 6 sacks of rubbish and a skanky old mattress. You know. There's still more rubbish to clear out of that field, and I'll get on that for sure. That's what I'd like to do, clear rubbish. It's happy days. The Richard celebrating getting stoned this Saturday night. Me too. I'm getting stoned. I sat in my tent. It's raining outside. We've just got back about an hour ago. We got back from the village, from the town. It's like about 7 kilometers away, maybe even further, about 7 kilometers away. And yeah, then walked back. When I arrived there, it just started to rain, and it had been raining since. but not so heavy. Yeah, it was heavier earlier. As I walking back with Grizzly and Captain Jack, um, it was just like misty rain. We were getting wet, but it wasn't like wet, wet. I mean, surface wet. You get me? Getting back, half a mission successful. The other half a mission a bit egotistical. But yeah, Richard, I tell you, mate, I'll turn me um I'll turn my camera on a minute. You'll have to understand. I've just got back. Um, I got rained on for a couple hours. Wow, put some light on the subject. I'm kicking back in my crib. I've got some nice turtle thing going on, and there's some lights there, but that's more like for the kitchen. That's the kitchen area out there. There's our grizzles through there. There's our captain. Yeah, that fucking torch keeps turning itself off. It's got a motion sensor. Yeah. So you can sweep the hand that way, sweep the hand that way. Yeah. Nah, Richard. I came down here for a party, and I found myself with the opportunity of sticking around here, and I think look for some work, rent a bit of land, do some gardening stuff, make a food garden down here. I still got my bus up there. Now, what I'm thinking, right, is in like if I'm successful for a few years, you know, like working and growing trees, making garden, and going between here and the mountain, it's only a few miles away, you know, less than an hour's drive. So that's all proper smart, yeah, I mean, you know. So it's all like keep it all in that range, and I should have a nice life, yeah. Understanding this direction, there's more opportunities meeting people for work, and yeah, getting out and meeting people. I'll have that opportunities, yeah, and all good. Slow progress, you know. But yeah, where to see, where to see, where to see. It's a nice big tent. The thing with my bus, yeah, I would have got it down there, but I need two tires, a couple of batteries, and a tank of diesel. But like, so it's all right where it is for now. Yeah, and slowly catch a monkey. So what I'm thinking, like, is like slowly build up that mountain place. Right. First off, I need to clean it up and empty it out and like yeah, get proper electrician in, or even do it myself. Because yeah, there's certain stuff that I can do myself. Buying freaking 20 sockets and two reels of wire, I should be able to get a few bits done. A few light sockets, like light fittings, and make a nice effort up there. I can get some water pipes and like do things, like and be happy. If I'm working down here and all the shops and hardware stores are here, I mean, when I'm working down here, I can take my wealth back up the mountain and put my efforts in making garden trees down here and slowly carry them trees up the mountain. When I know that I've got the water set up, when I know that it's all sorted and straight up, I see myself like I have these visions. I have this um vision of like like not even 5 years, but like walking with goats. I have that vision. I have that vision of like a nice setup at the house, a nice basic system. I have that vision. I have a nice vision of being successful making gardens down here with people, working with people, meeting workers. They can, like when they're ordering their wire and their fittings and stuff like that, they can order me mine. Make a studio with my boss. That's a nice idea. I don't need such a big, massive bed in my bus. Do you get me? I don't need that, but I do need comfort. Hmm? Got me projects set out for the next 45 years of my life anyway. Do you get me? That's what I'm saying. What's going on in the chat? Aye. Where Richard gone? Oh yeah, he's still here. Nice one, bro. I just gonna sit back and wait for these messages to come in, and yeah, I thought I'd ask where you are at, yeah, before I got too comfortable. You know me, when I get comfortable, I'll just fall asleep. I got no problem falling asleep. Oh, Newcastle upon time, and it's freezing, is it? You know what? My thermometer is very accurate. My Babette, but it's facing the wrong direction. Is my camera on or off? Hang on a minute. Let me go and check out my thermometer. Okay, so it's 10 Celsius, but it was like 50 Fahrenheit. 50 Fahrenheit, yeah, which is 10 Celsius. My dear, I am not about to go to sleep just yet. Tigger's bounce, I know who that is. I gotta go over to uh I gotta go to YouTube a minute. Excuse me. Tigger's bounce is just come in the house. I know who Tigger bounce is. Here we go. Tigger's bounce. How's me sound quality? Oh, what I didn't do when I was in YouTube, I should probably go back and do it now. Oh yeah. You're okay, Babette. I think Tigger's bounce just sort of like reminded that memory. Stop, man. Tigger bounce. Tigger's bounce. Tigger's bounce. Ooh, Tigger's bounce. Triggers are way colder than me. And you're, and you're. Yeah, I was more of an eel sort of kind of fella. Some donkeys have it all, and I've got you lot. Oh yeah, I'm so lucky. If I was a donkey, I'd be proper lucky. Yeah, big ears, a big eel, and a trumpet-sized doodally on thingy majiggy. I mean, like being a tiger amongst the fucking a bear. Okay, not very big bear. Uh, a young gentleman and not very wise gentleman, kind of naive city, kind of village, kind of yeah. And then a donkey. I mean, like that's not much of a life for a freaking tiger, really. So that was the odd animal out in that book, in that cartoon, in that animated world. That the tiger was definitely the odd one out. But that's all right. You know, like we're allowed odd one outs. But wow, you get me? Yeah, us Eeyores, we're not bouncy, are we? Not really. But I tell you what, Babette, yeah, I had a busy day. Yeah, not only did I clear up that rubbish, you know, like, and went for a walk with my boys, little stroll, not much of a stroll, but a stroll at least. And then this evening we walked to the town, 7 kilometers, and then coming back, uh, we went a long way and we collected 6 liters of water. It's a happy day. I was coming back with about 10 kilos, maybe 11, 12 kilos, but that was all good, you know, worth the experience, educational, met people along the way. Well, Babette, I think you'll find, or Tigger's Bounce, you'll find you've got at least 2 extra subscribers by coming here this evening, Master. My mate Ron. Yeah, you're very welcome. As you know, from Detroit to Spain. I was surprised to see your short live earlier. I only caught you briefly, and I'd be waiting. Yeah, I've almost been waiting. I did check earlier to see if you were alive, but I didn't see you live. So yeah, I called into Dave Brown's earlier, but that didn't appear to be my sort of scene. Maybe I should have waited around a bit longer. I don't know, but yeah. But Friday night, so you know, wickedy wicked. I tell you, Babette, you know, like it's nice meeting you and Motor City. Yeah, mm, I appreciate both of you. You know, for sure. And I tell you, since you be coming to this chat, I think I've learned a bit more about you, Babette. You know, like in MCMs, um, there's a lot more people going about. This chat, we've had that opportunity, the one-on-ones, you know, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's one thing that I do very good at, very well. You know, like I do deal with people, individuals, um, and happy days. For me, I'd be looking at the comments. I don't pay attention to how many's on the in the chat. I look up there now. Wow, there's 9 people listening in. And myself, Babbitt, and Tigger's Bounce. We chatting away. Richard Grimes. See, that's the third. You know, like that's right. That's pretty smart too. I like that. It's Saturday night. People are doing things. Was I live last Saturday night? I don't remember. One day blends into the next for me. But we got rained on. Yeah, we got rained on this evening. We get to the village. We went. Yeah, we got to the town, and it was. It just started to rain, so we've had to walk back 7 kilometers in that miserable rain. But I'm not sure if it was 7 kilometers. It may be a bit further going by the road, coming back. But either way, it don't matter. We're back. Yeah, with water. We got some cookies and happy days. Yeah, so happy days. Tomorrow's a different day. You know, this is the thing. You know, like Murray, he good fella. You know, and I know this. Yeah, some people's, you know, like I've grown with on this YouTube. You know, like they're very, you know, like possessive over, and I can't do with that. You know, I'm a tramp. I go everywhere. Yeah, I goes everywhere by myself with my dogs. So for me, nobody can tell me you know, like where and where not. So for me, I go freely, and people make suggestions, and I'm, you know, cautious. But like I go all in, put my cards on the table, and happy days. Get on with it. Let's deal with it. So that's what that is. I like that about me. Before there's any upsets, I'm out of there. I, you know, the fact that I got stuck in upsets is like, what else was I doing? I was agitated up on the mountain. You know, like life wasn't going away. You know, like to back it, like let's just go with the flow. You know, like see where it goes. I learned what I needed to learn, and what I learned is, you know, like I'm not an angry person. I am human, and like any human, we're animals. You get me? But like to civilize ourselves, that's like for mainstream society, you know, like to be the most civilized and sophisticated and all that sort of stuff. Well, she'd have to be a real proper princess, win me over for me to clean my shit up, you know, for me to be that perfect. And you know what? Even then, it would only last for a couple hours. You know, like the high romance of that, you know, like having to change. Who would I be? Listen, you don't need to worry yourself and concerns about yourself. Yeah, I got friends in and out of the place. I got the village fella who phoned me up this morning, you know, like checking up and all of that. Don't worry about yourself. I've got my shit under control. Have you got your shit under control? Listen, wait. I keep things real. Yeah. So, anyways, just to let you know, Barbette and Ultra and Tigger's Bounce. Um, this fella, this trying to tease me and wind me up and stuff. Yeah. He one of the first persons that I got pissed off with on YouTube, and it had ripples. It still has ripples. I mean, after time of this channel, that fella's blocked because I don't wish to be antagonized by people like that. My life's got none of their business. I don't work with them. I don't communicate with them like they're friends. Like they're growing, like the warts on my penis. You get me? Yeah, they're growing. Yeah, and it's just like that's just what happens with social media. If I'm to pay attention to these individuals, um, it, it's their fixation, not mine. So for me, it's like like the teasers keep teasing, the players keep playing, but they're not real. Them's aren't real people. They ain't nothing that can be of my concern. So why am I of their concern? Why do some people wish to like continually from start to finish, just so like I don't know, try and make themselves victim in somebody else's world? Why do they do that? I can never understand people like these. But anyways, back to celebrating Saturday night. 9 Ravens, Texas 3. Okay. And who are you supporting tonight, Babbitt? And what games are Motor City watching? And Tigger bounces. Yeah, Tigger's bounce. Um, what game you watching? I'm proper stoned, boss dog boy. I'm proper stoned. Yeah, you relax yourself, right? You relax yourself. Don't be getting me to. Don't be forcing me to time you out now. Yeah, it's Saturday night. I'm relaxing. It's 2023 or 23 for me. Happy days. Yeah. Where was the happy 420? Baltimore Ravens, right? Wow. Do you know what? Yeah, just because it's Baltimore Ravens, yeah, I'm going for them. Okay. Now, you know that I've lived in Baltimore, worked in Baltimore, but Baltimore, Southern Ireland. Yeah, 420 somewhere for sure, my dear. That's why we gives it a call out. 420 somewhere. And hopefully 420 somewhere appears. Uh, we are a big supporter of the 420 here. I smoke all day, every day, my darling. Yeah, Babette. Um, Baltimore in Southern Ireland. Yeah. County Cork, Southern Ireland. Um, Fishing village. Well, I worked on fishing boats there. I worked in and lived in one of the hotels there, and I worked in one of the restaurants there. And I also, um, for a couple of nights, helped in the sister restaurant, which is like the mother restaurant. And if you have a look at the owner of that town, that village now, like literally, there is one owner. Yeah. Well, that was he didn't own everything back then. Yeah, my dear. And like listening to Counting Crows when I was working on the fishing boats and working in the kitchens in Baltimore. Like Counting Crows is raining in Baltimore. I used to sing that song quite often, very often. So when it comes with Motor City and his and his attachments with Counting Crows, yeah, it's like, man, I appreciate that. I remember Babette, yeah. I've known of MCM Ron, yeah. I've known of him on YouTube, uh, like more than a year and a half now. Yeah, from Devo's Weed Chronicles, and when he be up on panel most days, from start to finish, absolutely brilliant, my darling, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, great crowd. I was up on panel with him a couple of times on Devo's Weed Chronicles, doing what I do, smoking, walking around the mountain, walking around the beach. My dear, I do, but like he's gone over to Rumble now, so it makes it difficult for me. Yeah, and like with my phone, I'm not really watching anything. I like listening or talking. Yeah, things that I have to watch, I'm saving. So watching people's videos and stuff has been very difficult for me to, like. But I've done it. I've done. I've watched a few people's videos. Even when it comes to YouTube live streaming, right? Is like when I'm watching other people's live streams, like the text messaging, the comments. If I'm just sat there commenting and stuff, I have to sit there and like do all that. Like I don't know. I'd much rather be able to sit back and see a larger screen, and that's what I can do when I'm live streaming or I'm on panel. I can zoom in and make things bigger on my phone. Yep. If I'm paying attention to the chat, I'm involved in the chat. Yeah. I don't do that. I don't do back behind the scene communication um, with groups of people. I'm not into all of that. I have individual communications with people if they want it. I don't push it, I don't enforce it, but when they communicate with me, I'm very quick to respond. And, all is good. I enjoy people. Hey, my dear, do you know what, right? It's like it's survival instincts. Like, yeah, being able to talk with people, communicate with people. Like when I in Morocco, the 4 times I've been to Morocco, and people, you got to talk to people. People are very sociable, and they want to talk to you. They want to know where you're from, where you're going, if they can help you. That's a lot of it. Like when you look people eye to eye, and they see you and you see them, you smile, and you see the smiles. You see the people that looking at your possessions, like you see them smiling. They got a different smile. When you see somebody selling something, you see them smile. You see a different smile. When you read people's words, it's same as like almost, like especially for me. Okay, what I do when I see the title, when I see the character and the content and the places of meetings, it's like it, yeah, I make, I don't know, an assumption when I'm like for Bostock, for example. I read his messages. I'm looking at his title and I'm looking at him eye to eye. When I'm reading his messages and I'm responding to him, I'm looking at him eye to eye. Although I ain't seeing him, yeah, I know where he is. He's at his house. He's where he lives. He's got his dog beside him. Happy days. He might be thinking about playing pool or playing the Xbox or PlayStation. He might be spinning around in his in the chair that he bought 2 years ago. Maybe he bought a new one, or maybe he'd be buying a new one since I've suggested it. How many chairs have you bought yourself in the last 2 years, boss dog? But anyway, beside that, while you're thinking about your answer, and I'm waiting for your answer, it's very um in a lot of animals they say eye is very predatory, yeah, and they says that a lot of animals for some reason, yeah, they seek the eyes. of the human. And it's fun. It's yo yo Beansy. Good afternoon, good sir. How are you doing? We've just discussed what weather I've got. It's raining. It has been for a couple hours, for a few hours now. Um, it's like I think 10 Celsius, which is like 50 Fahrenheit, and we're currently talking about eye contact, yeah, and how for animals, amongst animals, it's predatory. Um, it's a predatory thing, dominant sort of thing. But yet, when it comes to people, it can be sociable, but it can be intimidating also. You know, like the way we look with our eyes. But in animal science, yeah, they say it's like animals seek eye contact from man, yeah, from human. I'm not sure if you're familiar with animals, and if so, what sort of animals are you people interested, familiar with? I know that Babette's familiar with dogs and chicken. Yes, yes, Beansy, Weasel good, Weasel good. Have I seen fitness? Nope. He keeps his body off camera. I've never seen his face. He keeps his face off camera too. And yes, that is a real picture of me. This picture was taken about 8 to 9 years ago. 8 years ago. 8.5 years ago, maybe. Yeah. And this is when I was walking from Alicante towards Benidorm. Yeah. I was accompanied by a dog. His name was Scooby Scooby. Yeah. And so you know yourself, Beansy, dogs, yeah, they might they avoid eye contact with other dogs, but yet they'll seek eye contact from you. You got bad allergy from cats. Okay. You like crows, Darren World. Hello, Darren World. Good evening. Good afternoon. Where in the world are you, Darren World? Oh my darling Babette. That's absolutely brilliant. Wildlife rehab. Wow. That's brilliant, Babette. I've done no, I've done domesticated animal rehab, but voluntarily, not from the established. Uh, Scooby Scooby was a brilliant dog. He was absolutely lovely. Yeah, he was not a bad dog. He was a good dog. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was pure Can Corso, but Italian people, many, well, more than half a dozen, about 10, maybe even more, lots of them come running through, running through at me, claiming that that's the dog of their nationality, of their heritage. And so that was impressive. I started at that point. when I was being told of what type of dog he was by other people because the vets wrote him off as a mixed breed. Um, when the people were telling me what breed of dog he was, I was doing a lot of research, and that's when I kind of really appreciate Google and YouTube because there's like information and videos about stuff like that. Wow, 13 years of age, and all she wants is human contact. That's beautiful, Beansy. Have you had her from a pup, mate? And Darren World is from West Cork. Wow, that's nice. I used to live in West Cork. Cane, Can, Cane Corso. I know, my dear. I know. I was very fortunate, but the Scooby was a very beautiful, relaxed dog. Very appreciative of life. Maybe the fact that I found him near death, and I carried him home, and what do you call it? I raised, I carried him home, showered him, and scrubbed him for a couple of days, get rid of all the ticks and all the dry skin and all the. It was disgusting, my darling, disgusting. And soaking him in oil, and then cleansing him with alcohol. Oh, my darling, letting him rest. He wouldn't stand up for a couple of days, and then when he did, his all feet were all spread out and collapsed, and his legs were all gangly, and he looked like a useless Great Dane, but like miniature Great Dane. And then like within like maybe about a week, 2 weeks, he was like getting solid, standing better. And then about 6 weeks later, I went left the place where I was, and I became homeless with the dog. And yep, walked along the river, through the villages, walked to the coast, walked along the coast, walked inland, came back to the coast, and went back to Murcia, and then came down to all the way around to Seville via the coast. This is it, Darren World. I grew up in the southwest of UK until I was 12, and then I had taken over to Southern Ireland, West Cork, where I was until like 16 years ago, and then back in the UK, back in Bristol, and now I've been in Spain like nearly 10 years. Well, going on for 10 years. Yeah. To Scooby, like for him, he was so chillaxed, like walking all that distance. Well, he actually passed when we go, like we went up to Benidorm, came into Elche, back round to Alicante, and into Murcia, back down to Murcia. We gets just inside of Almeria when he started pulsating. He had like oh no, the way it's described, people says it sounds like poison. So like trying to find out what poison, like too late. You get me, yeah. So yes, Darren World. I did go to the raves on Cool Mountain. Yep, yep. But this was back in the day before they had their community center. Yeah, their community center. I remember going to benefit gigs there to raise money to get that community center built so they could use it as a on camp in within the community schooling and all these sort of things. Yeah, one of the last parties I remember was just before that there was a fella. He had an insulin issue where he passed out leaving the party, and he left us. Bless him. That was the last time. Yeah. Well, downworld. I don't know about that. I haven't had much communications with the Cool Mountain crew for a while, but then saying that, it was only New Year's Eve party. There was a shitload of Cool Mountain lads and associates at the party here in Spain. Yeah. Happy days. It's a very sad situation to be in, Babette. You know, like I was stranded. We'd been hiking most of like the day, you know, and we'd like it was getting dark. We were on this mountainous road. We had views of the sea, and then all of a sudden we came up to this part of the mountain where we didn't have view of the sea. And then I was carrying my bicycle and my rucksack, and even walking freely. And all of a sudden I hear and feel this like dump, you know, and I look behind me, and there he is, you know, like going through this fucking what looked like seizure, and that was it, you know. I get to him, you know. I put me, I drop me bike and rucksack. I run over to him, you know, and I sat there with him for fucking 3/4 an hour, you know, and it was freaking hard. It got dark, and it was getting darker. There was no moon. Yeah, all I could do is just give him a surface burial. I mean, it was getting dark, the rocks around the place. There was no way of digging anything. So, yeah, a good hour gathering rocks and yeah, I continued my way. You know, it was about 2 3 hours. You know, I was with him from him passing to the to the tomb burial. And then like I grabbed me things and I continued walking. And about maybe about 2 hours later, I start hearing music. I start seeing lights, and I'm walking closer, and they're getting closer. And it's like whoa! Then I start seeing the beach, and in the distance I see a village. But all of a sudden, there's all these fairy lights, and I get closer, and it turns out to be a punk community called San Pedro in Almeria, near Los Negros. And it was like, wow, that was proper. That was 5 days later. I climbed back up the mountain to where Scooby was temporarily buried, and yeah, and that was insufficient. You know, like with all the bloating, all the rocks. You know, a lot of the rocks had come away from the ground. So I thought I'd find them a better resting place, and so I did, and I found him a much better resting place. And then went back and like covered up the smell and the mess that was there in the site in the first two, and then went back to community, and I stayed there for about 3 months. Mm. And that's when I said, like, no more dogs for me. Like, yeah, dogs do reincarnate. Yeah. Yeah. You give your chickens an extra blessing from my dear. Hey, Darren World, I'm telling you, bro, yeah? If you know West Cork, yeah, you know that there's a lot of fairy forts down there. You'll know that there's a couple of stone circles down there. You'll know that there's a lot of dolmens down there. Yeah, those things are what they are, bro. Yeah, if you've explored and you've experienced, then you know what you know, same as I know what I know, and those things are real. Yeah, West Cork is a very spiritual place, a very magical place. But once your eyes are open to those sort of things, like you've either got to let go of it or you've got to embrace it. And for me, I let go of it, but now it comes back 110 times stronger. You know what, Babette? I managed to say no, 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 so much to animals until one day I seen this hypocrite in all this psychedelic hippie clothing. Now, I'd been talking to him and his missus, his partner. Yeah, I'd been speaking to them on a few occasions, and I recognized that I didn't like this character, okay, for many reasons. And now, on this occasion, I sees him with this puppy, and she was only about 4 weeks old, and he was sat on the floor with this puppy, and he was holding it and dancing with it like it was a fucking puppet. You know how people dance with puppets on their hands? That's what this fellow was doing. And no word of a lie, Babbitt. I said to this fellow, say, yo, you fancy a smoke? He gets up. Yeah, come on then. And I walks him up to this big plaza where it's all very public, okay? Lots of human traffic. And I sit there on my own very often, or I used to when I was in that area called Nerja, is south of Spain, but near Malaga, okay, between Orquiva and Malaga. So, anyways, that's where I was before I was the hippie community beneficial. So, anyways, Babette, Darren, Richard, Beansy, I'm sat down with this fella. Now I'd just been shopping, so I've got a bag of munchies. I'm making myself a sandwich. He sat down. I passed him the weed and the tobacco. Maybe it was hashish, I don't remember. I passed him the rolling materials, or I put it down there on the floor for him to help himself. So, anyways, he's doing that. And the whole time that he's doing that and telling me about how he's just had arguments. He smashed up his djembe, which is a drum. He smashed up his didgeridoo and his guitar, and that's why he sat on the street begging. Now I know this boy, right? Him and his girlfriend, they survived from begging and busking. Fair enough. But they also spend all that monies on drugs, party drugs, getting wasted, drinking, getting stoned, yeah, whatever. and they eat out of the rubbish bins, and they sit around begging. So for me, knowing this, seeing him, listening to him telling me about his argument, the puppy climbed onto my lap and fell asleep. I was eating good food the whole time that he was talking this shit, smoking my shit, and I was eating. I didn't even roll myself a joint. But I got up, I put my tobacco and smokes in my pocket. I got up and I said, this puppy's staying with me. She doesn't like you. I said, and you seem like a very angry person. I says, you need to pay for vaccinations, microchip and passport. That's what you need to be doing. And I walked away. And he walked away. And the next time I seen him, I said to him, I says, have you got any money for that dog's vaccination, microchip and passport? I says, you've got a few months yet. And he almost ran away crying. Not long after that, his girlfriend came and visited me, or visited her old puppy. And she cried because she's in a relationship with a horrible, horrible being. I said, but this isn't a baby, it's a dog. And she has a choice. She has a savior, me. I said, so forget about her. I worked hard. I paid for her vaccination, microchip and passport in Nerca. That was Daisy Jane, Captain Jack's mommy. Yo, 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 King Charles III. Nice one for the Nigel. Thanks for the Nigel Ben, the 10. Thank you, good sir. When I think about it, that's like a week's rent. So I thank you much. Right. I need to get me water. I'll be. It's nearly midnight here in Spain. It's 10 degrees Celsius. Yep. Wow. Wow. Myself and Daisy Jane, we had great adventures. Living in a cave on the beach in Nerca. And then caring for Oliver for a couple of months. I think Daisy was about a week too young to go to the vets for the microchip passports and vaccination. So when Oliver and his mum went back to Norway, I went to the vets. Well, I hung around in the village in Nerca, and ended up taking Daisy Jane to the vets, getting microchip vaccinated and passported. And then I bought myself a little amplifier, and I went off in Happy Days. What happened then was there was a girl getting beaten up in Narca, and her boyfriend was like real bad, public beating. It wasn't like it was a domestic in, like in private. It was out in public in front of everybody's, and yeah, it was just too regular apparently. So when I said, listen, I don't like you, like I don't like this fucking malarkey, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm going walking. I'm going back up towards Murcia direction, maybe. I don't like west Spain. I want to go back to the east of Spain. So I started walking back that ways, and she says, I want to come with you, but I want to go to Orquiva. Take me to Orquiva. So I was like, where the fuck's Orquiva? And she said, Beneficio. And so I walked her to Beneficio. It was about 5 days walking with her. And we got to Madrid, and she started, yeah, she phoned her friend up, and her friend came and met her, and they went hitchhiking together. Okay. And she begged and pleaded that I followed them on to Orquiva, and I met them in Orquiva the next day. So I started walking that way, got a rucksack full of munchies. She's got me a rucksack full of food, but I'm walking that way. It's Happy Days. And I get there, I get a lift. Somebody stopped and gave me and Daisy Jane a lift. It's Happy Days. We got delivered there. I was there before they were. I'd already been up into Beneficio, and I was on my way out of Beneficio when what do you call it, when they pulled up, and then I insisted that I help them carry their things up the mountain. Oh dear, crazy place, horrible place. But I stayed there for 3 years. Met a lot of good people. Yeah. What do you think about Seven Son of Seven Son? Well, they say that these the sevenths have always got this magic, the natural magic, or what is it? There's you'll have a sixth sense or a sixth ability or special abilities. This goes back into like many cultures as well. I'm not sure, but very very strongly seen in within the Celts, within the Irish. Hey, what's your birthday? Is it not 7th for the 7th, is it? Or were you born 77? Don't be too personal, by the way. Don't go into yeah, don't give up that information here. But like if it was 7th for the 7th, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Or if you were born 77, that'd be great. Got 3 more eggs. Babette's not born 77. Maybe you'll get 77 eggs tomorrow. I'm born 79, me. Yeah. Saturday Night Fever, anyone? What is a Saturday Night Fever? Well, for me, it's knowing that there's big fireworks going off, the church bells are all banging, and it's raining. I know. You know what, Babette? Um, in my life, I've been in jail more than 12 times. I've been psychiatric twice, psychiatric unit twice. And by the way, two countries. I've got two mums, two baby mums. I've had two mums, and I've had like eight dads, three brothers, and four sisters. Although it is said that I have one of each deceased, um, from each family, from each mom, and also, um, yeah, life goes on. But like a lot of people told me that Steve, you're full of magic. Steve, like you're just, like a magician. Steve, you're a wizard. I can understand, like people want to be calling themselves alcoholics. I can understand this, like drinkers. Yeah, a lot of people with intuitions or insights to, like different dimensions or different aspects of the world. Like whether we see the future, whether we can, read the dreams or the pasts. Like yeah, some of us are born with it, and some of us don't want it, and some of us, yeah. So some switch off from it, and some embrace it, and a lot of people they get scared with it, and so finding a simple inebriation rather than dealing with it. Yeah, I've been in foster care as well. I've been in. I was in foster homes when I was a baby, and I was in foster homes. I was in two different foster homes in Ireland. Yeah. Uh, See, growing up with my mum, she had different husbands, and growing up with then meeting my dad when he had his separate wife. He had another wife, and yeah, when he took us over to Ireland, then when I became an adult, he made more babies with that woman. Bless him. Yeah, and if I told Darren who those peoples were, if my if my family name was put in the chat, Darren would know who my family is. Ready? Are you ready, Darren? My name is Dave. Maybe Darren World already knows this. Yeah. I went to school, community college, Darren. Partied in Cool Mountain. Yeah, got arrested in Clonakilty. Escaped out of their locked cells. Got arrested down in Clonakilty, Emmett Square. Brought back to the Guardia station. Released without charges. Well, without charges, maybe charges pending. I don't remember. But like when you're released, you're released. You're free. But yeah, they fucking slapped me with that about fucking somewhat 6 months later. They nicked me on the spontaneous, nabbed me fucking both sides when I was leaving a building. And yeah, they freaking held me for a year then for shit that they know full well. I'm not a doer. I'm not a car thief. But hanging around with a fella down in Ballythehub, he was a known car thief. So hanging around with him and going to jail for his shit, I was like, fuck you, yeah, mate, shut up. So then when they brought in the coke around down near Skull, like many year ago, about near 15 year ago or something like that. It was like, fuck, these people are taking the piss, bunch of sellouts. You get me? Yeah, I can't be running around doing all that shit. I was in a foster home in the Manway, the Noonans. Do you know the Noonans, Darren, or any one of the Noonans that were adopted in that foster home of the Noonans? Don't mention their names, you get me? Yeah, just like just to let you know that, yeah. What was the nightclub we used Gatsby's? Was it Gatsby's nightclub in the Manway? Oh, Darren. You remember like 15 years ago, like they had the flat water inflatable they went out on and it capsized. There was three of them. There was a young fella, I think he was 19, and the other two fellows in their 40s or 50s or something stupid like that. They had loads of houses around the place, loads of computers around the place, but they went out with the wrong boat. Yeah, they went out on a freshwater boat, and the fucking boat with all the coke fucking topped over. Yeah, so the three fellas fucking swimming for their life. The young fella swims ashore. He don't see his other two buddies. Yeah. So he phones the RNLI, the Coast Guard. And then they come, sees all this fucking coke bobbing around the place. And then there's a big fucking manhunt. There's fucking combing the grounds. Yeah. Combing, looking through every bush. Arms reach from the next copper. Full of knackers, but you get me. Here, Darren World, right then. When I first came to YouTube, right, Boss Doggy is still listening. There was this fella in the Manway doing all this freaking YouTube, getting involved with all these fucking shit talkers on YouTube, yeah, fucking bare knuckle boxers and all this one, like, yeah. And seriously, O'Driscoll's of the Manway and my crew. Seriously, yeah, retired from the Skibbereen O'Driscolls. Seriously, man, yeah. If you were listening, like seriously, if that video, if that live stream was still available now, boy, I would show you how that fella carries on. Seriously, yeah. It's surprising the Manway's got anything coming in or going out of there at the moment with a fucking rat bastard like him. Seriously, Darren. Mm. Hey, Babbitt. I'm not sure how old Darren is or who Darren is. Yeah, but like the fact that we partied in the same place, and we know the same places, is like happy days. Small world. But this is one of the good things about like when we leave home, Facebook, social media, YouTube. Like platforms for people to stay in communication. Keeping it real. Do you get me? Yeah. When yeah, that you got people of similar minds, do you get me? In other parts of the world, you're not so isolated. When that you can travel to other parts of the world just by jumping on the plane. Okay, it might cost you a few quid, but you know what? Yeah, what else are you doing with life? Sometimes getting inspired by these spontaneous connections. You know, like you recognize similarities, you recognize like what's what. You know, like this is no hippie mambo jumbo bullshit, right? But understanding, yep, it's a small world, and those roads are worth walking. I'm a tramp over here in Spain, same as I was a tramp in England. Not so much a tramp in Ireland, although I did spend a lot of time tramping around, you know, especially in between boat jobs. In between jobs, I was a proper floater, you know, like rent a house, lose a house because of having a party, you know, fucking hell. Go to work, you know, come back, parties going on at my place, no problem. Get a good house where I can have parties, too far for people to want to have parties. Happy days, that's the way the world goes. Do you know what, Babette, right? I never liked that Facebook, yeah? For me, people didn't communicate. When I had 2,500 party friends, yeah, they didn't communicate with each other. Or if they did, it wasn't like we communicated. So us 2,500 people, we didn't communicate. And so for me, I was never impressed by that. When I restricted down and I explained that I'm getting rid of everybody's, you know, like I'm going to start again. I might even get rid of Facebook. About three people said, I'll find you, stay in touch. When I deleted them, they got in touch with me. So for me, it's kind of like, yeah, then I built up about 200, 300 friends. And then like coming to Spain, you know, like deleted them, see who'd get in contact with me. I built them up again to about 150, and then like when I left, when I got involved with YouTube, the friends that I had there were like, you know, I'd protect them, the friends and family, so I protect them. I deleted them yet again. And since Facebook, since I've given up on Facebook and got involved in YouTube, it's been like just clearly friggin' new people. I think I've kept a lot of people on Messenger, but Facebook, no. To like, share, and comment, but no communications amongst the people. Here on YouTube, everybody's meeting as strangers. I've got friends here from all my life. They pay attention. I've got friends from all around the world that pays attention, and I'm meeting people all around the world without even going anywhere, just by doing the things that I do. I meet people, interact with people, share that with people, and sharing with as many channels that I've been to that brings all us peoples here. You know, like that's what brings us all here. When I pay attention to people's and I see their upset, I tend to get involved in their upset. So for me, I try and avoid channels with upset. I've got to, for my health and for the health of other people. I experienced my early days exploring the unhealthy channels, and I'm glad and I'm proud to say that I bounced through them like Tigger's bounce. Babette, I'm glad you followed MCM's intuition to introduce you to social medias, these live chats on YouTube. It's good and healthy to talk. Yeah, man. Darren, I love to live outside. Okay, I love to live outside. I'm single because I love to live outside. I think. Yeah. When I'm in a flat, I go crazy. Quite literally. You may as well just put me in jail. Give me a job when I'm in jail, no problem. Yeah. Put me in the army. Give me a job. I don't care, right? But put me in an apartment. Fuck that. Put me in a house with neighbors and a street with all that shopping and on gyro, job seekers. Do you know what, Darren? Yeah, I was in England, right? Went to jail for the riots. Came out of jail on tag, on license. Came off the tag. Then I was in breach of my license because I was homeless. Yeah, and happy days, right? So with that, then I goes into the homeless hostel and I says, "Listen, you knows me. I was arrested from here. Uh, years of history of homelessness and roughing it, as you know." I says, "I'm out of jail. I'm on license conditions. They could send me back to jail because I'm homeless. Will you consider giving me an opportunity to go through here, the system here, and get myself a council flat?" So they said, "Come back tomorrow. We've got open appointment tomorrow, so come back tomorrow." And nice to see you again. Anyway, see you. So happy days, yeah. I comes away from there, so like, phew, they're gonna fuck me off. You get me, yeah. But anyways, gets there the next day, and they said, "Steve, same rules as last time. You might be tripping, so, like you self-medicating and all that whatnot." I said, "Yep, quite potentially." They says, "Steve, we'd love to have you on board. Yeah, you're a gentleman. You're cool. Happy days. Yeah." How was Jill? We talk about that in the social, in the counseling times. If you got anything you want to talk about or get off, we're here for you. Here's your room key. Sign here. Sign here. Sign here. How are you gonna pay for this? Go and get sick benefits." I said, "Fuck that." I said, "Disabilities." I said, "Fuck that." They said, "Well, how are you gonna pay for this?" I says, I'll go and see the big issue." Yeah, I go to the big issue. I says to the big issue. I says, "Listen, can I sell the big issue?" They said, "Yes." I says, "Can I phone? Can I qualify for council housing if I'm selling the big issue in the homeless hostel?" They said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, cool." I said, "Can I sell the big issue if I go through work and tax credits?" They said, "Yes." I said, "Right." I said, I goes to the hostel. I says, "Right. I'm gonna phone up work and tax credits." Yeah. They looked at me. I says, "What are you doing that for?" I says, "Because I think I can sell the big issue, self-employed, work and get working tax credits, get my rent paid here, yeah, and hopefully qualify for council flat." They said, "Steve, you're mad, yeah, get on it, yeah." So here's the phone, right? So I phones them up and I says, "Yep." They says, "And what's going to be your income?" I says, "Because it's a public vendor," I says, "it depends on the public." I says, "I'll be stood out on the street selling the Big Issue magazine all day, every day." They says, how does that work? I says, I buy the magazine for €1, £1.50, £1 25, and I sell it for £2 25. I says, they give me three magazines to start off with. I says, but I have to buy the safety jacket, which is €40, £40, £40, because it was in England. This is like freaking what, 12 years ago. So anyways, they says, yep. They says, we'll process your claim, and we've got your address. We'll be in touch. When I phones them up then to clarify, they says, yeah, just clarify how many magazines you'll be selling on a monthly basis. I says, right, so it's been about 3 weeks. I says, I sold 10 magazines that week, 8 magazines that week, and 4 magazines this week. They said, okay, so boom, 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 boom. Okay, we'll be paying you £200 a month, rent paid, happy days. Yeah, I said, thank you very much. They said, boom, 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 boom. Keep your receipts. This is a business. You have to do this, do this, do this. We send you the starters pack. Happy days, and that was it. When I was selling the big issue for the big issue, I was still on license. When I said it to them, I want a passport because I want to travel. The big issue helped me get my passport. So I stood around the streets of Bristol selling the big issue, and happy days, like boom, got my council flat, and that's when I got my passport when I was in my council flat. So I progressed through the homeless hostel. I qualified for council. I got my council flat. I was away from the fucking hostel and all that bullshit, and I was doing my own thing, self-employed, happy days. Not much, £200 a month wasn't much in England, but do you get me? Yeah. If I sold 10 magazines a week, like that's an extra what, 15 quid, like yeah, that's a little bit in the hand. You get me? Yeah. But, but I got to buy magazines. So got to keep that turning over. So anyway, and yeah, life's just been great ever since. Not long with that passport in Spain, boom, 10-day vacation. Don't need me inhalers for asthma. I'm happy here. Look at this climate. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, I could live here. I could relax here. Yeah. Smoking weed, smoking ash, no problem. Yeah, I could live here. So I came back, and I've been here ever since. Yep, and I loves that decision. Coming to Spain was the best thing that I did. Yeah, walking around Spain, exploring like I've explored. Yeah, in my own pace, not answering to nobody, not answering to nothing. Fucking loves it. See, in Ireland they give me the fuck around, yeah. The locals give me the fuck around. But you get out of the local community, you get up in the city, and there's people that can help you. Yeah. And if you go to Britain and you got your orphan papers, you'll get a fucking passport. Seriously, bro. I walked into the birth and deaths in yeah, I walked into the births and deaths registry office, And within a freaking about 3 months, I had to sit down. I had to no. Within about 3 months, I had my passport being delivered. Seriously, seriously, yeah. It helps if you've got a criminal record. If you've got a criminal record and a medical record, it helps because you know, like that's your identity. That's who you are. That was a Mandarin regurgitating on me. Yes, it was, Babbitt. I ate three of them about half hour ago. Yep. But actually, wow, about an hour and a half ago, about an hour and 40 minutes, about 2 hours ago, I ate them. But it tasted like mandarins. In actual fact, if it was 2 hours ago, I'm going to go and get three more. Yeah. This chat, Babbitt and Darren, you can talk openly and freely about all that stuff because that's what we do. Yeah, we talk openly and freely. Yeah. We don't bring upsets from other channels here. We don't glorify other people unless they're good people and they deserve the praisal and the encouragements. And in this chat, I'm lucky because I do have a lot of good people that comes in and out of this chat. I do have good peoples coming up on my panel, and it's good. The adventures are great. Yeah. Mm. For a few weeks, I've wanted to go back to my original channel title of Mirror Mirror. It's like bullies of bullies needs to be put to bed. You get me? The bully of bullies was a phase when enough was enough. Yeah. There's nothing that anybody else can do. It don't matter how hard and tough you are on YouTube. It don't matter how hard and tough you are. This is YouTube. This is TV screens and video monitors and mobile phones and tablets, electricity bills and internet bills. And that's all it is. So there's no point in going to war on in that sense when it's your character that's being displayed. In my opinion. I know who and what I am, and I know I'd go to all and every extent to survive and to protect. So it doesn't matter how hard and big and tough you are. When you're putting all that life-threatening stuff out there to other people, for me, it's kind of like when you travel, you're being watched. So don't do it because you can't get away with what you're planning. People that have been following my channel from day one, they've heard me. And I don't need to always keep repeating myself. And there's a lot of things I've said and I repeat myself. But some characters, like myself, I can walk away from personal possessions. I can sit and wait for 3 years. I can sit and wait for 5 or 10 or 20. But I'd rather have my freedom. We're not living in times now when we can offer each other jewels. Because now where law takes over government and religion takes over everything. But I bet that might have been this channel. This channel was very toxic for about a good 8 months. This channel was very, very toxic. No matter what good I was sharing and showing, people were just not appreciating it. No matter what adventures I was sharing, they were abusing. I'm always writing and signing into this what do you call it? This streaming as an interactive diary for entertainment. I'm not using it for earning. I'm not using it for religion. I'm not earning it for fuck all apart from, it's an interactive diary opportunity. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, other people call it blogs or something. I don't know. I call it interactive diary. All the commercial world, modern tech. I'm so out of date. I haven't got a clue. Actors, artists, musicians, all that sort of stuff. I haven't got a clue. Genres of music. I haven't got a clue. I haven't paid attention. Video games, all the genre. Mm. But for 2 years or more now, quite intensively on YouTube, StreamYard it. Jamie Sawyer. Hey Jamie, there's a couple of people that owes me a dollar. I don't want nothing, but you could pay your tab and possibly get you a new car. You know that UK troll? He's owed me 70 grand for about 2 years. No, sorry, for about a year. So that's one that you could go and collect from. Uh, there's that fella that I did jail for back in Ireland. He needs to pay up his 10 grand. Yeah. And what? How many years fucking interest? Like, oh, nearly 20 years interest. That should be like about 100 grand. Here, talking about Pip, I just swallowed about 20 fucking orange pips, mandarin pips. Pips, get it right, mandarin pips, because I'm sucking on mandarins. Yeah. So I've just swallowed about 20, but I've just spat out about 20 mandarin pips. I know Jamie, because that freaking Mr. Smith, yeah, he's a fucking pip. He ain't got no money. Yeah. So if you went round knocking on his door, like he'd be crying. Yeah. Yeah. But like a debt is a debt, and he does owe me. He's not gonna have much luck until he does pay me. He's gonna have an accident, and it's not gonna be like the normal sort of accidents. He's gonna get struck by lightning, or he's gonna get sucked up by a hurricane, a tornado, or he's gonna get whipped off by a tidal wave. Yep. He's gonna go through a fucking sinkhole or something like that. That's what I think. Or Darren World. I learned a very important lesson when I was in Rathmore Road, Cork prison, and it was system. Yeah. Now, when you can fuck the system, yeah, why play it? When you can fuck the law, why play it? See, that's the difference between anarchy and chaos. Yeah, and system fucking the law. Not playing the system. I'm playing the law. That was nice. Mandarins. That was that Babette. The instigated, encouraged me to suck on them mandarins. I was nearly Mandarin until reading that. I mean, that fella that went to jail for Jamie. Personally, I'd stay the fuck away from him. Went round collecting 10 grand off him, end up going to jail again. He's such a dirty rat bastard. I mean, he'd make up some fucking bullshit lies again. He's mad. Actually, Babbitt, I'm not so tired. I'm more just a few hours to relax. And uh, I'm more excited than anything because I know all the things that I can do, but I know what's it boiling down to. You get me? It's all this like if I was renting land here, then all that I can do, I can just do play leisurely. But at the moment, it's all like, come on, like the anxiety. This is gardening time. This ain't rubbish time. This is gardening time. You know. And I don't know, mate. I'm not in the UK. I'm in Spain. But you like why I know I'm in Spain, bro. I'm not in the UK. Jamie's in the UK, and Babette's in the United States. Yep. Jamie, Darren World is in West Cork in the Manway. You know the other YouTuber fella. The bull. Eh? Yeah, same towns. I've noticed Darren World in this in my chat. Darren been in Spain 10 years, or this is my 10th year, and Gert loving it. Babette, my dear, I tell you, I wish I could just get up and do it. Yeah, but it's not my land to do that with. You know, I have to consider community. You know, like all that sort of stuff. I don't want to be treading on who's interfering, upsetting. You know, it's like, you know, I just want to get my head down. You know, make a garden, get some work. I prefer to just make a garden, but I can't afford to just make a garden. You know, it's like 50 quid a month for rent, and it comfortably two, 300 euros a month to live on. You know, I've been living on 100 euros a month for, like, well, not even month, 100 euros every 3 months, every 2 months, every three. Mm. Yeah, ideally, in the ideal world, I know just food consumption, I could eat two, 300 euros worth of food a month easy. I could eat 100 euro worth of food a week easy, especially if I'm working hard. And like it's only a couple of days of hard work when you're dealing with gardening. Really, the rest of it is just a couple of hours here and there. De-weeding, watering, pollinating, and then it's harvesting. But that's like 12 weeks, 14 weeks for most vegetables. Hmm. See, Babette, for me, like I've been isolated on that mountain for 3 years. Like I've tried working for people, I've tried working with people, and it's costing me a lot of energy. At the times when I was doing that, I had multiple dogs that I was caring for, and for you, like I'm not responsible. I haven't got that financial. So for me to be in an environment where like life could be suitable and valued, it's like why have what, why can't I? Hmm? Why can't I? For our lands, I want to make that, can't I? Food. Mm, ain't nothing wrong with that. But in some parts of the world, in some environments, some people's minds, and you know, if I didn't put my work efforts into partying, I'm making sure that people were like equals. If I didn't live that life, then I don't know where I'd be. But I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Able to work, wanting to work. It's true. I can travel anywhere, and I just keep walking. And not quite suitable for the dogs. Like they're not allowed in the shops. They're not allowed. They're not allowed in the cities. They're not allowed off the lead. You know, yeah, the bars. They're not allowed in the hotels. Not that I'd be staying in the hotels if I was on the street. It'd be nice to go to a hotel bar. You know, like after hour drinking and after hour meals and stuff like that. You know, and stuff. You know, like, but it's a hard life for dogs. And then there's always that fear of, you know, like you got dogs in your rucksack outside, and is your dog in a fucking rucksack? But is the dog gonna be outside? You know, you hear about it, life about dog thieves, dog thieves, dog thieves. So you know, I saw like, fuck's sake, you get me? Yeah, leave your dog outside. This is not just a dog. That's my mate. That's my travel companion. You get me? Yeah, that's my partner in life. Like coincidentally, I got two at the moment. Yeah, so for me, it's kind of like, do I want to put them out on the streets? Yeah, me, yeah. I mean, Grizzly, you know, like, yeah, he knows the mountain life, so no street life. Yeah, like if you have a look at the video earlier I uploaded, the one where I'm stood in the town outside the church, and church bells are ringing. I mean, looks that fucking confused to fuck. You get me, yeah? I mean, like he's used to the mountain. He's not used to the city life. You know, I gotta have his collar on really tight because, you know, if he slips and up, you know, like you know, where's he gonna go? He get himself arrested because he'd go off running around the place if he gets spooked. You know, he's fragile like that. And then because he's so friendly, you know, like he'll latch on to people. You know, not many people be respectful and take him to the vets, and vets will scan him and recognize that he's registered to be. Cost me a couple €100 to get him out of fucking dog jail. I said, that ain't no good. This is it, Jamie. For a lot of people, you know, like they go through this. YouTube stuff, you know, and it's all harmless, harmless until somebody vindictive and spiteful gets involved. And then, like, yeah, and I apologize, fella. You know, like I've seen spiteful and vindictive people, and they've targeted come to me chat. And not very happy. They play every fucking game on me, Jamie. They can try and run. Excuse me, technical issues. Oh, Grizzlies ain't never heard of fire engine or police siren or an ambulance. Hey, Ultra, welcome back. You getting up on panel or what? Saturday night. What else you doing? Just after midnight for you. Ultra, get up on panel. Come talk to me. Or you, if you fancies it, Darren, get up on panel, have a chat. You can have your camera on or your camera off. It's hitting the live stream. It's that thing. This the link. This pin. It's quite easy to follow if you've never done it before. But a lot of people they oh, there's somebody back chat.
Bro,
I just see private message.
yeah, I've been there for about 5 minutes, mate.
Have you?
Mm.
Wow. Okay. That's cool. Welcome.
How you doing, mate? All right?
Wait, I'm away. Yeah. What's been up to?
What tonight?
Well, since we last chatted.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what I've been up to about 5 minutes ago. If you really want to know, right? I went over to you know Nathan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I went over there and I jumped up on his panel and I was having a good conversation with a few people, but he got a little bit kind of aggy and kicked me and blocked me from StreamYard, mate. It's like, I don't know, did he have stars in his eyes, but he couldn't run his own fucking panel? I don't know, mate. People are so sensitive, Steve, on here, aren't they?
Well, I'm not sure if he's sensitive, but some people are, yeah. Some people are very sensitive.
So wait, I'm surprised then Peter didn't come back over.
Are you a little bit? Are you a little bit sensitive that you got booted on blocked from his panel?
Yeah. Well, not sensitive, but I'd say, how can I put it? A little bit miffed. If you can, what is it? As people say, if you can bring something to the table, right? It's not a problem. I was bringing something to the table and I got kicked for it.
Yeah. If I said Vinnie Jones does a very famous quote and he says, what is it, at the end of Lock, Stock and Smoking Barrels, he said he's been very emotional. Would you say he's been very emotional?
Not really. I don't like Vinnie Jones, mate.
Right.
I think he's a bit of a fucking knob end.
But would you say you're a bit of an emotional sort of fella?
Nah, not really, mate.
Okay. I am. I'm extremely emotional. But anyways, yeah, move on to that. Happy Saturday and happy Saturday.
Steve, why are you being emotional?
Who's been emotional now?
No, you said I'm a very emotional guy, but we'll move on.
Well, you couldn't admit it, but now you do. Thank you very much. Let's move
No. We were talking about you.
on.
Oi.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's all about you. And yeah, but anyway.
I know that.
So, what you been doing all week?
What
How
have I
many
been doing all week?
How many calories have you burned off?
What, this week?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. I don't watch calorie fucking like burn and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't even watch what I fucking eat, mate. To be fair.
No, actually, that was almost like you're telepathic, because I was about to ask you, yeah, how much have you spent on food this week?
No, I haven't spent anything on food this week because I wait until I run out and then I restock. Because the thing is, Steve, right? When you're cooking for one, if you're cooking for two or more, right, you think, oh, I'm going to put a little show on and make them something they're all really like. But when you're cooking for one, you can get a little bit lazy. You're only cooking for one.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Yes.
You know, I'm not like
So
I
what
shouldn't
you
say
when you're cooking for one, how'd you make? If you're cooking for one, right? How would you make your cottage, your toad and the whole different if you're cooking for four?
Well, I'd make it smaller, obviously, with not as many sausages.
Would you really?
Well, yeah, because the thing is, right, reheating toad in the hole, mate, it goes like rubber, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? So there's no point eating it the next day.
Yeah, but mate, right, if I was making toad in the hole for one, yeah, right, in comparison making toad in the hole for four, I wouldn't need potatoes, would I? Or fucking broccoli or carrots.
You don't have potatoes and toad in the fucking hole. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So like fucking putting 8 sausages and fucking a load of pancake mix in the oven and making up our bisto jug, yeah. Chop a few onions and fucking mushrooms and voila, yeah. After fucking days, I might just boil up a dozen potatoes just to make some mashed potatoes. That'd be banging, wouldn't it? Toad in old mushroom gravy.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, a bit of mashed potato on the side and a bit of like I don't know. You could do a bit of onion gravy, couldn't you?
But you know what, right? Yeah. But that's what I said, onion and mushroom, right? But listen, yeah, instead of just potato, imagine, yeah, making a cottage pie or a shepherd's pie. That'd be proper, wouldn't it? Yeah, because like you're.
Do you know what you're doing? You're trying to make me fucking hungry.
No, you're English. There's no converting you. Yeah, you're English with an accent like that. Yeah, you're not coming hungry. No way.
What makes you say that?
You don't matter. Yeah, you can go to Interpol and change your name to a hungry name, but you're never going to be hungry.
I'm pretty hungry at the moment, to be fair.
Is that because you go with them Polish living around the corner?
They're fucking everywhere, Steve. They're fucking everywhere. And the thing is, right, when I walk down the fucking street, I think they look like English people. And they're not until they open their mouths. It's like, oh, you're Polish. You look English. They got that look about them.
You know what? I always thought that there's an amount of Eastern Europeans that look like Anglo-Saxon, but then there's a lot of them that do look German. You got to admit, yeah, they either look English or they look German. A lot of them Eastern Europeans.
So what do German people look like,
though? Well, I've just explained it. If you get a lot of the Eastern Europeans, yeah, they either look fucking British, Anglo-Saxon, yeah, or they want. So they either look like one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah, but
blonde hair, blue eyed.
You said me. What do I look like? I don't know what I look like, but what do I look like?
You look like a fucking what do you call it? An anemic. Is that the ones that don't like the sunshine? The ones that don't go out in
Oh,
sunshine.
wow.
You
You
look like
fucking,
an anemic
oi.
Arab.
How can you say that? I saw your front delts on your shoulder and your fucking arm the other day. And the thing was, right, your arm was so thin, that tattoo that used to be tiny on your arm is nearly engulfing it. It's like, come on, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but that's what
no,
happens with
no,
old age. Yeah.
you are looking a bit better though these days. I'll give you that. The thing is, Steve, what you don't get, mate, I live in a shitty country where there's no sunshine. But the thing is, at the moment, you've seen me on fucking camera. Being on these cameras, mate, it's not fucking good. I'm actually not too bad. I'm quite colourful. I've seen other people on here that are
Yeah.
fucking like ghosts. Depends on your diet, Steve, doesn't it?
Yeah, I do. I do agree with what you're saying. It is a shitty country. Yeah, we do blame the country for a lot of you peoples, right? But anyways, what it is, yeah, is like a lot of these people they buy the wrong lights as well. They buy the wrong light bulbs. So you know, like, instead of buying a nice dull, dim light bulb, yeah, or even getting a bright light bulb, but buying a
Yeah.
dimmer switch, they can turn it
Yeah,
down.
I'll tell you what, you are fucking 100% on that one. Because in my front room, I've got dimmers, so I
Right?
can turn the light down really low. But in my kitchen, I haven't got a fucking dimmer, obviously. Well, I don't know why I haven't got one in there. I don't know whether it actually
That
fucking
sounds
works.
like a Saturday night song. Can we break out into song and dance? Yeah, that
What
sounds
one?
like a
What one?
fucking night song. Turning the lights down low. Yeah, yeah. How
That's it.
does
Well,
the
oi,
rest?
what's that fucking what's that Luther Vandross or something?
Yeah, give it. Sing the song. How does it go?
I ain't got a fucking clue what it is. I ain't got a clue, mate.
But you know the artist. But you know the artist.
Was it Luther Vandross? That was a guess. Oi, 100%. Oi, Steve, show us your fucking show us your LED lights.
In a minute. But can I ask you one question first? Are you
Well,
epileptic?
go on.
Are you epileptic?
No.
Is there anybody in the chat epileptic? Because these lights, they could encourage you to have a seizure. And I wouldn't want to be encouraging anybody to have a seizure now, would I?
Give me 2 minutes, mate. I'll be back.
Yeah. Well, I can't find my remote control at the moment. But when I find it, well, I'm not gonna keep looking for it. But when I find it, I'll make a video. I found my remote. But yeah, they're set up different to the last time I used them because I this tent and not the other tent. I've set up different.
I think I'm going to make myself a fucking spliff, mate. Still there?
Yeah.
I was going to jump on earlier, Steve, but you said, "Oh, I'm really stoned," and I thought, if he's that stoned, he ain't going to be talking.
Oh.
And then, like 3 hours later, he's still on.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, that was Rich Grimes. Yep.
Yeah, when you first started the live up.
Oh. Oh.
Did you show the lights?
No. I went looking for my controller, but I can't find it. Can't locate it at the moment.
They changed colours, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll have to locate it. The remote control. But I do have a button here that I can do this. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have to turn the phone around now. Only it's voice censored. So the more I talk, the more it lights up. Yep. That's on that setting. But if I go to this setting, yep, that changes color. But yeah, I got this curtain in the way at the moment, so it's all different. If I was out in the kitchen, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. Lights.
Oh wait, you got a lot more than I thought you had.
A long strip of them. But stay on that fucking colorful thing. Oh, there. Change colors slowly. With that.
I'm thinking of getting some LEDs myself, mate. Not flashing ones, but just like I don't know, white ones or whatever colour shade they are. Nothing that's too bright, because I fancy putting some up the side of my staircase, but under this little wooden lip on the fucking side, so you won't actually see them. You'll just see the light. Well, I haven't looked into it yet, but I thought it might look quite nice.
Yeah, so get the get the
You're breaking up, mate.
ones,
oh, yeah, RGB ones. Yeah, you can change the colours and that. Yeah.
You know, any parties or anything like that already got decorated.
Yeah.
And in nighttime, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, mate. In the winter months, low voltage, and it's nice mood lighting, isn't it?
Yeah. You made your joint yet? Have you made your joint yet?
Nah, mate, I'm still making it. I've had a drink, Steve, mate. I start like my mind starts wandering. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yep. Right. Yeah. But what I don't get is where did I put that freaking remote control?
Yeah, those remotes, they're only small, aren't they?
Yep. I had it yesterday.
Mm. Fucking hell, it's cold, I tell you. Fuck.
Poor lad.
I've got the fucking heating on, mate, and it's so cold.
Oh dear.
No, it's not. It's not. Oh dear, mate. I'm gonna suffer when the bill comes in. Do you know what I mean? I don't fucking like it.
Well, that's absolutely terrible.
Well, yeah, I don't have access to a fucking mountain in a warmer climate, do I?
Well, that's a bit thick, isn't it? I mean, you're older than me. You should have got that same sense.
Oi, do you know what, Steve? I didn't preempt that I was gonna, need a mountain for the fucking future. Do you know what I mean? You need to get yourself a mountain in a warmer climate. Didn't actually think about that.
Me neither. Until Mother Nature.
me neither. Me neither.
There with us.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for me remote control, you fucker.
Oh, you're still looking for the remote, right? Okay. How long's this live been going, Steve?
What?
How long's the live been going?
Nearly 3 hours, I think.
Oh, all right. Who the fuck is that?
Where?
It's all right. I thought somebody was fucking emailing me. It wasn't. It was a load of fucking spam shit.
I had a few surprises when I went to your channel the other
Oh,
day.
that's the thing. Did you see the video?
Clipped from here.
No. The thing was, I didn't tag you in it because I didn't know. Some people don't like to be tagged. I thought if you see it, you see it. You saw that video, didn't you? When it was like, "Oi, fuck off." Yeah, fuck off, Trustafarians. Fuck off, you're blocked. Did you see how many thumbs up it got though? Did you read the comment?
Not really one. I haven't been back there.
Oh, Steve, go and read the comments.
But no,
it's good. It's good feedback, so don't worry about it.
I know. Did you see? But did you see the one of yours that I shared?
No.
Do you know what, Bab? It was actually to the right of me. It was on the speaker. Like I've just been all around the tent, searching, lifting up boxes, looking in the kitchen, looking in the jars.
What are you on about?
And there it was. The remote.
Oh, the remote. No, it's all right. You said something about you shared mine and then the fucking remote.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I shared something from your page the other day, from your channel the other day.
Oh no, I didn't know you did. No, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. It was.
That thing is, I haven't been on much past couple of days.
Okay, but there was a photograph of one of the crybabies crying about you trolling his chat, and if you continue, he's gonna send 200 troll chat.
Oh, I know. Oh, that was from a while back.
Yeah. So you see how far back I went. I went looking far back to your chat. I've not been your channel. I've not been paying attention to people's channels because I've been, like staying away from bullshit and shit. So looking at see what you be going through.
Thing is, Steve. No, the thing is, Steve, people like to think they can take the piss. I've got hundreds more, mate. And I've had to play that, nasty game. My intention wasn't to play that game, but you have to, don't you? You know, when people say stuff and they say, I didn't say that, it's like, oh, yes, you did.
Yep. Oh, yeah. When you go to remind people that they are saying what they're not saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard somebody crying today. Like every time I up on panel, they're going up to attack people.
Yeah.
When you go over to that person's channel, everything, yeah. But like what I see there is what I see this evening. Is somebody for what they mentioned to 2.5 years ago. Okay, fair enough. But that's if you're a victim, but this fella ain't no victim. So, he can't be using that. But you said this about me 2.5 years ago. Fuck off with your 2.5 years ago. Yeah?
Yeah.
You're guilty.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If somebody wants to drag up shit on you that's 2.5 years ago, they've got nothing up to date, nothing relevant. So your nose is fucking clean, isn't it? No matter what it was, they got nothing on you. Not you in general, but I mean not you, but people in general. Do you know what I mean?
Can you see my avatar?
Well, no, you're on the camera.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. I didn't realize that.
What are you eating? What are you eating? Some crisps or something?
No. The same as what I said to Deanology a couple of weeks ago. These are like a cheap version of Hobnobs. They're much thinner, much finer, but just as tasty as Hobnobs.
Yeah, but they're good though, mate. They got oats in them. Do you know what I mean? As much as people like to slag off oats because they're obviously, I don't know, they have problems fucking digesting them. If you don't have any problems with oats, mate, eat them.
Yep. I like oat milk. I do, but anyway, do you see me?
Oh yeah. I see it.
What do you see about it?
Well, you got a big old fucking beard and you got some fucking teeth in your head.
And
this is the thing. I tell you what, I tuned in the other day and you said something. Yeah, what? Yeah, it says Smiler, and you jumped up earlier advocating Smiler on your fucking avatar. So what's that all about?
yeah.
Are you saying you're the
About
original Smiler?
About 9 years ago, I am a Smiler. People in Bristol and St. Paul's do know me as Smiler.
Mm. Yeah.
But this picture.
There you go, Steve. I remembered that. That was fucking hours ago.
Yep. This picture is in between. I took it myself as a selfie. It's in between Alicante and Benidorm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, was that when you was going through your fucking bushwhacker phase? Look at your fucking hat and that, yeah?
This is how I was looking when I was up on the east coast of Spain. When I remember about a year and a half ago, when somebody jumped up on you remember that Welsh drunk fella?
Ah, yeah, I know the one. Yeah, I know the one. Yeah.
But anyways, somebody jumped up on his panel and said, you're this Steve who was cycling around this part of Spain and you're telling people how to do it. And I was like, never been that part of Spain. And I've got pictures of what I look when I was looking at part of Spain. Put pictures up of me, what I was looking like when you say that I was going around cheating on people. If you say that it was Facebook clip, there's history of that. Show it. No deal to this day, apart from me. I've got pictures of me. Yeah. But this is what I was looking like. Getting stoned, walking with a big black dog and a rucksack with a big bushy face like that and a big hat like that. Yep. And
I
yet,
tell you what, Steve, if I lived in America, mate, that's what I'd fucking look like. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yes, mate.
yeah, I seen a fellow on American channel today.
Yeah,
What's his name? American Dream, yeah. And he walks
yeah.
around with a headset from the indigenous tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when I first doxed myself on my other fucking channel. That was over a year ago. People was like, "Wow, we didn't fucking expect that," and I got a lot of how can I put it? Positive fucking feedback, mate. And that was from around the world. That was from other countries because I didn't realise the people that were there for the music was gonna fucking do that. But I only had that one channel, which a few of the fucking toxic British community was up to, so it was for them. I got good feedback on it, but then people kind of threw it back in my face and said, "Oh, it looks like something off the Deadliest Catch and that, or all that shit, or like what is it, fucking them blokes who do the fucking logging out in fucking Canada and all that." And I'm like, oh, cool, wicked, yeah, I'll fucking take that, mate. You know what I mean? Cool, like it.
Do you know what, right?
We can't all look the same, mate.
I'm on another social platform. I got invited over there. Somebody said they were moving over there, and so I went over there. And that place is much easier to collect followers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like for me, I'm not doing anything special. All I'm doing is tiny little short videos, the same as what I put up on YouTube.
Mm. Yeah, I'll tell you what. To be fair, Steve, I've been thinking of branching out just for something fucking different. But the thing is, I'll accumulate people from over here that are going over there, betraying their somebody else. It's a fucking never-ending fucking thing, isn't it? Shit sticks. Shit
So,
sticks, even though it isn't when it's not true.
yeah, but see, just for example, me and you are very different. As much as like I'm face on camera 90% of the time. You know,
Yeah.
it's about me and my life. Yeah, a lot of other people's, like for yourself, for example, you're not gonna put your face. Yeah. You're not gonna be putting your.
No. In my defence, I do show my face at certain times and on certain channels. I was on here the other night showing my face, so it's not. I'm not one of these people that never does. Do you get what I mean? There's a difference there. There's some people that roll around this community with a big following that have never showed their face and they're petrified.
Yep. Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So at least I have shown mine so people know who I am.
Yeah, but I didn't say I didn't say you're not gonna be using your face. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
right.
not gonna be using your face like use my face. Yeah, my honesty. Yeah, my expressions. You see it. Yeah, there ain't no bullshit.
Yeah.
Hiding behind a screen. Yeah, or character. You see me. You feel 90% of the time. So you know, right? That there's a big difference when there's me and you, for example. Yeah. So how I'm gaining faith or how I'm gaining followers on the other place is simply because my face is there. You know, like my first photograph was me with my teeth out. Do you get me, yeah? Like that big open mouth. Yeah, showing me fucking turning my lips up so you can see me fucking teeth. And so it made myself look proper fucking stupid and ridiculous. Or unkissable. People enjoy that. Yeah. Happy days.
Was it happy fucking days?
Clear.
Happy days. Yeah.
Here, the more
But
chats you
Steve,
go around,
yeah,
the upset people. Yeah. And it's easier to upset people because everybody's talking about you. Hmm? People don't have to talk to you or to talk with you if they're busy listening about you. Hmm? Their heads are already filled and programmed. So that's why sometimes I just move circles, forget about them all, hit the
yeah,
random like
yeah,
new people.
yeah. They write their own stories even when you're not there, hoping that
I'm
you're
not the
watching.
barman.
Yeah,
I'm not the barman. I'm not the bar manager. I'm not the doorman. Do you get me? Yeah. I'm not the police bucket. Yeah. I don't like
yeah.
the club. I don't like music. I don't like the way the bouncer keeps fucking pushing me. So I don't like that bullshit when I'm going into the club. So fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I tell you what, I think this live space over here is fucking dying, mate. In this community, I think it's dying.
But not my community.
Well, no,
My
I'm not
community will
saying it's,
never die. While
I'm
I'm
not.
alive,
I'm not saying it's your community.
hmm?
Did I say that? No.
Yeah.
But you are a person that's recognised in it.
Yeah. Well, I went trampling through that through many communities, and many
Yeah.
communities have tried owning me. Okay, many communities have tried owning me, and look where it gets them. Yeah.
Steve, I've had the same. I've had the same where I'm trying to. People are trying. It's like a tug of war. I'm being like, how can I put it, coaxed from side to side. And it's like, I ain't going to your side or your side. I'm on my side. If you don't like my side, don't say hello to me in chat. Don't fucking talk to me. But when I'm not there, don't lie about me.
Yep. I could point out quite easily 50 people that are associated within the community where you'd go off into chats on daily or in when you come online. Besides my chat, I could name off probably 50 people, and you'd probably relate to
Yeah,
every single
I
one of
think I
those.
would. I go into chats and I'm well aware of who's who in the community. Do you know what I mean? Who they're connected to, but none of them are connected to me, and that's I find that's my advantage.
Mm. So, did you have a kebab or a burger today?
Now, what did I have? I can't remember what I had, mate. Ah, no, I haven't had none of those two. What did I have?
No.
No, I don't eat that fucking stuff all the time, Steve. It's too expensive, mate.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did you have?
I do have to slum it sometimes, but it depends. It's kind of like for a couple of days you have to slum it, and then a day later you treat yourself. You can't do it all the fucking time. You know, it's not sustainable. Not over here at the moment, mate. Fucking mate. This country's in poverty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was born into that country. I was born into that country's poverty. I
You know,
know
people
exactly
say
that country.
no. People say to me, "Oh, you flashed a load of fucking money online and bosh." It's like, yeah, how long's that money gonna fucking last? Not fucking long. Not long, and things are getting worse. But do you know what I'm looking forward to, Steve? This is going to be a funny one. It's going to piss a few people off, though, that I've said it. All these things that we knew from like when COVID hit, it was already put out there in news articles that the DWP would be looking into benefit claimants' fucking bank accounts, yeah. And people was going, oh no, it's fake news and blah blah, and they're enforcing this and they're pushing it hard, mate. And the thing is, they're going to push some of these lazy little troll cunts that sit on YouTube, that have been sitting on YouTube for 4 years, right? Trying to fuck people's lives up, doxing people and shit stirring. And they're the ones that don't get on panels. Those cunts are going to have to go back to work. And that's why they're all so fucking stressed. They're on the last push. They're on the last push because in the next couple of months, mate, you'll see them all disappear.
Yeah, that's why now they're all on medication, so they all sound like fucking zombies now.
Yeah, they do. And they go, what is it? I come up here. I'm not drunk. Here's my medication. I've got it clipped from earlier, mate. So if I need it, not on here. Here's my medication. I'm not drunk. Wait, can you imagine a man that sticks his medication up to the camera, right? I've seen him stick his medication up and I've seen him stick his fucking driving license up. You see that little clown, AJ Smith? He's fucking finished, Steve. He's finished, he is. But he's got his little... He's got a couple of his little cronies behind him that will protect him till the end because he will pay them to.
He was finished a year ago. He was finished a year ago. He said he don't take his medication because he don't need it. Yeah. He said he needs a back operation. Yeah. He said he drinks that strong special brew. Yeah, and he fucking smokes weed. He don't take his medication. Now what you're saying, yeah, with the fucking with the benefit for investigating, yeah, that fella's rattled, and if he ain't taking his medication, it's been documented, then what's he doing?
No, but the thing is, if he's not, no, the thing is, no, he said he's taking his medication because he flashed it tonight. I don't know whether it's old medication because he covered a little bit up on the box, and I'm not that invested. But if I need to research back into it, I've got it. I can blow it up, enhance it so it's nice and clear, and put a screenshot out. So if he wants to fuck about with me, mate, we can play. You know what I mean? I play different to him. He plays like I'm not going to put it like a child, like a fool.
Anyway, that's for you to play with, yeah. I played fucking cried. By March, that fellow was fucking popping pills and no happy days, right? Move on from that deadbeat. I don't want nothing to do with him. Like I said about him, yeah. I don't want to talk about happy days, yeah.
Do you have an American woman called Kat come over here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what her whole YouTube name is. I don't think it's Kat, but an American woman called Kat.
I know a few cats from America and Canada.
Oh no! All I'm saying is this bird. I got the impression she came over here, but she was over fucking Smilers, mate, and kind of turned a little bit. Well, not shit stirring, but got on the AJ Smith fucking hype train. Got a little bit scared of him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, but be careful, right? Enemies are people that are encouraging that person, because a lot of people are a lot more clever than games that you're playing. A lot of people may have been watching the games and other plays, yeah, and yeah, whatever, yeah, and so from that they got the education of the gameplay of what to get their message across.
So what are you buying into the system then? Are you wimping out?
No.
Yeah, I think you are.
How have I fought?
Who's your puppet master then, Steve? Come on.
Talking about?
Yeah. You don't need to warn me about this community, mate. I know enough about this community. Trust me.
Like, who in their right mind, yeah, after watching people's performances,
yeah,
is going to be bigging up such a deadbeat? Seriously. You've only got to have to watch 3 performances, yeah,
Mm.
and you know exactly what that. Happy days.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, mate. I can see that. I can see that kind of shit after like 5 minutes. I don't. It doesn't take me 6 months to work out. People, how can I put it?
Nobody
They.
can pull my.
All I know is people switch sides so quickly, but we're in this digital realm where it's not actually about how people think and what the truth is. It's about those little thumbs up and those little love hearts. People are brainwashed by that shit. You know that.
I learned more ago about people um in higher levels of this community with what you mentioning, yeah. They're all great and encouragers and all been influenced by the fella that you times that we're mainly focused on. Now, fake beefs, yeah, and fake alliances, they go side by side. And that circle is that says to me that they're a bunch of like warriors. A real warrior don't give a fuck about doing nothing. Hmm? Singing is easy.
What
But
do you mean?
I
What do
like
you mean?
Citizen Z.
What do you mean singing? Like talking shit?
Citizen, that's what rats do, yeah.
Yeah,
Rats sing shit, yeah. But no, real people
yeah,
can just sing.
yeah.
People with confidence and real warriors will just sing, can sing. A lot of people nowadays they don't get confident when, and this is where people lose the plot when they rather than getting extroverted. Dutch
Your connection is fucking like keeps breaking up.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Go on. Have a
Finally,
little fucking like hissy. Go and have a little hissy fit and say, my panel drains my fucking bandwidth. Go on. I fucking heard that. It's only me up here.
winning.
Right, I'm getting you back for the fucking Vinnie Jones joke, mate. That was fucked up. He's a fucking prick, he is, I tell you.
No Citizen Z is from Motor.
Oh, Citizen Z, yeah, big up, mate. I'll tell you what, his animations are good. Do you remember when fucking Ice Chain tried to fucking spin narrative on him? I was like, that's fucked up, mate. There's no need for that.
Yep. But we know I factor though. We know how spiteful he is.
Yeah.
Gave him a boost of confidence. What you normally got around there to upset your hens, Babette? You got fox, coyotes, Bigfoot. You got mountain.
Steve, do you know what? I'm going to jump out and I'll jump back in because I think it might be my phone that's breaking up and not you. I'll reset it. Yeah.
Because I'm under the power signal.
No, it might be my phone because this phone for some reason it does. It's not. If I don't reset it, it kind of breaks up for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you know your technology. Live now. Shall we go over to Z? What about you, old?
Yeah. I'll come
Go over to
overseas,
Z's.
mate. Yeah. I'll go over. I don't know whether I'm subbed on this account. It might be my other one. I'll have to check.
So what?
Oh, my phone's not responding.
Then, shall we?
Yeah. I can't leave chat. Steve, can you kick me from chat? My phone's not responding. No, kick me from panel.
That's first time I've kicked. But it's not authenticated. Panel. Kindly show their face back chat. I don't mind letting you on. But I can't be letting you on with that title. All right, go on. And then I'll put you up on panel. I keep looking at your avatar. I can look at my chat. Let's get over disease. Leave this running until I get back.